If anybody knows anything about the story of David, David went from being a shepherd boy to working for the king to being persecuted by the king and having to be on the run and hide out in caves and all that kind of stuff. David went through a whole lot of stuff, but while he was going through it, he just waited on the Lord. David had all the opportunities to kill his enemy, but he said, you know what? I'm not going to touch God's anointed. When God is ready for me to step in, God will step in. And we need more folk that will just wait on God. Stop trying to go into business for yourself. Can I say that one more again? Stop trying to go into business for yourself. Some of y'all are rushing the hand of God. Don't do it. Don't do it. So he said, I waited patiently, and God heard my cry. And what did God do? He brought me up out of the pit of destruction. I like the King James. The King James says he brought me up out of a horrible pit. Anybody ever been in a pit? See, when you're in a pit, you can't get yourself out. You're in too deep. You can't climb out. You can't bully your way out. You're stuck there. And the only way you can get out is if somebody rescues you. There's some folk in this room right now that if it had not been for the Lord who was on your side, you don't know where you would be, because you were in a deep and dark and horrible pit. The pit of destruction, the pit of drugs and alcohol, the pit of depression, the pit of anxiety, the pit of pain, the pit of... Anybody ever been in a pit? But God reached down and pulled you out of the miry clay. Now, what you need to understand about the miry clay, you're not just in a pit. When you're in the miry clay, you're in quicksand. So not only are you in a position to where it's too high to get out, but you're slowly sinking down even lower. Bless the mighty name of Jesus. Anybody ever been in a situation where you felt like it could not get worse and then it did? What more could happen? And then all of a sudden that thing happens. And you find yourself sinking deeper into depression, deeper into dark times, deeper into your pain. And you get into a place to where it's starting to get scary for you because you don't know if you're ever going to make it out. But the hand of God reaches